Alright, so now we're back with another Valkyrie Crusade. So we just took a little short break. So we upgraded these to level 5 and then upgraded the gold storehouse to level 5. And then we could build some more things, except we need some more room. So these you could unlock, you just use resources to upgrade them. So it requires level 5 or above, so we could expand that. Expansion complete. Expand that. We need 8,000 steel. So to get steel, all we would have to do is go to battle, and we just have to go to event chronicle. Then we just have to go through here until we get some steel, right? We go through here. Pretty much we're just trying to build some things. We click on auto, there's some steel. So we just wait till we get a bit more steel. So we just keep going. Doesn't matter if we're wasting resources. There we go. So now we have steel again. Now we go back to the kingdom. So if this event's not going on, maybe it won't work, but if there is, maybe there'll be some other event going on. So we click here to expand this again. Expansion complete. So now we could build some other buildings. Once these are done here, we go into build, and then we could go to the middle tab here, structure, special effect, treasure hunt. So we never made these in our first playthrough. You could build 3 of them to take 5 seconds, use gems to explore various locations and hunt for rewards. So it just takes 1 of each resource. We could build 3 of them. So let's build 3 of them here. And then maybe we'll actually move the barracks. So this barrack was here. We could move it with the other barracks so they're all together. So let's just move the treasure hunt so they're all together over here. And then we might have to expand some more, so I think we can. So if we go to build, might as well just build all of the treasure hunts. We could build 3 of them. They take 5 seconds to build. So we go over here, build the other one, and then we could see if we could expand the base even further. Over here we need 8,000 of each of the resources, so let's just try to get some more resources quickly. So let's just go to the event chronicle, because we know there is other things like arc witches we have to battle and other things we could do, but we probably could get, there's just so many things you could do to get your account started and set up, right? So if we stop the auto, because the boss is going to be coming up, so we're going to need a better party to defeat this boss, area boss. This setup is just for leveling essentially. So let's go to attack unit 2. We could set up, it's like 2 different decks essentially. So let's put the witch in there. She's going to be the main character. Maybe these pylons or something. Well, we won't use them later, they won't be too good. Or we could throw Griffiths in there actually. Actually, that would make more sense, leveling her up. And then in the back, maybe we could just throw lacrosse players, because we know we were just going to use her for an example. So we can't fit her in her deck. So that's all that we could fit in here, unless we take a Griffin out or something. Because we're going to need a bunch of these if we're going to evolve her. Well, let's just stick with her. If we could put some orange, because we only have like 13, room for 13, so we can't really fit everything. So that's alright. We could just leave it like that. We could bring all of these, we could recover all of them. Alright. And then maybe we could defeat the boss. So if we go back here, then if we just go click on this unit button, it could all switch between our decks, right? Deck 1, deck 2, so everybody's here. We could advance. We could see if we could defeat the area boss. So it looks like we probably should be able to. She doesn't look too strong. So we could use this, all of our ice creatures attack. So that's alright. Use your ability to 50% damage to the enemy. And the enemy's pretty much destroyed already. So you don't even need a very powerful deck to get through the beginning of the event. So our friendship has gone up. So now we could just go to the next one, because I think we just essentially needed resources, right? So if we just auto for a bit, so there's going to be no encounters, no chests or anything. It's literally only going to be resources. So now we go to the kingdom to expand the kingdom some more. So I think we're going to have to do the campaign though. So if we expand here, Because if we try to expand again, it's going to say level 15 and clear area 4-4. So we're going to have to do that. So let's build the other treasure hunt place. So let's see what these were. Because I know we built these on our first playthrough and then we did a one treasure hunt. So we know a little bit about it. If we level it up, takes 5 seconds, requires gems to upgrade. On locations 3, on location 6. So we might as well upgrade this. And to get more gems, we could just farm that place. Oh, we leveled up. Maximum number of comrades increased, so everything can be upgraded further. Or we could just send them on hunts, right? So we could click on hunt. We think we're going to be on for 4 hours. The hunts, they take 4 hours. So welcome to the treasure hunt screen. I'll explain here how treasure hunts work. So you first need to choose a hunt location, then if you provide enough resources, I'll go treasure hunting for you. I'll return from hunting after a set period of time, so make sure not to forget to receive the rewards I'm able to find. I've also heard that it's possible to find treasure maps in some of the hunt locations. Sounds pretty exciting to me. So I'll need treasure tickets in order to go on hunts using treasure maps, so it's best if you have some ready in advance. I can collect items for you while you're busy doing other things, so the more hunts you send me on, the better. So it starts with like these ones, the 4-hour hunts, and then you unlock the other ones. So let's just go to the level 1 building for right now. So if we have these level 1 hunt buildings, if we click on hunt, so originally at level 1 you could do the 4-hour hunt, so returns with these 3 items. Some of these items you might return, or you can send them on 8-hour hunts, and then you unlock these when you upgrade to level 2, and then you could send them on longer hunts to get different rewards. But I guess we're just gonna go in the 4-hour hunts for right now. So if we begin the hunt, resources, so how many resources does it take? 300 jewels, gems. So it doesn't really take too much. So we could send her, she'll go out hunting for 4 hours, she'll be back. So the first one has a high chance of treasure tickets by the looks of it. And in order to even go on treasure hunts, you need treasure tickets anyways. So if we go to the other one, so that must be what the button at the top was. So if we go to the other building, click on hunt, and then maybe the building at the top switches between them. So we could send this one on a hunt. We could send them all on different hunts on different locations, finding different cards. So what happens if we click on this? Does this just cycle between them? Yep. Okay, so you're hunting. This button at the top will cycle between all of the hunt locations. So let's just send all 3 of them hunting, so they will be back in 4 hours with some rewards. Perfect. So it'll show they'll be back in 4 hours, and then we could upgrade the barracks because we need some more attack costs, right? This will bring it up by 4, and then resources. We could just get more resources somehow, or we could just level up some resource producing buildings or some storehouse. The iron storehouse doesn't require any steel, so we could build that. That'll upgrade. So still just mainly the storehouses, the barracks, and then I guess these buildings. So let's go battling for a bit. So if we wanted to go to this event at the right or do witch hunts, we could do witch hunts. Let's go to the first chronicle up here. So the witch has already appeared. We did not fight her yet, so she stays here for 2 hours. We have battle points. One of the better things would probably be to just keep farming this character over and over. So we didn't have room for anybody in this force, right? 15. Oh, maybe we do. So how much room do we have? 33. Oh, so maybe we can fit something in here. 30. So we can't fit both of those in there. So we could just try to find something to fit into the deck. So we have room for a little bit of things. Although we can't quite fit 2 of these in here, right? No, not quite. So we'll just go like that then. That'll be the attack unit 2. we'll just leave it like that. So we could start the battle. 36,000 hit points, level 30. So pretty much one of the main things is just literally defeating her over and over while you can. So just attack with your strongest unit, hope that your abilities trigger, and then hope that the barracks gets built pretty soon. Or we could just like level up. I think there is rewards that increases your dex cost limit. So you do 250% damage. And then eventually, when these characters are leveled up, we could probably just bring like slimes through here and just power level slimes as well. That'd be a super good thing to do. So you should be able to attack her, and she gets destroyed, and then we get the rewards. And then we'll be able to encounter another Arc Witch. So you can only encounter one Arc Witch at a time. So we have 4 battle points, so we might as well use them. So we go to the right here, we go to the final stage in the beginner dungeon. She's gonna do her dialogue, and then we can just say auto. Well, we should switch, right? Edit unit. Well, we already do have the one leveling group, that's right. So we could just switch these, just go to deck 1, this will be your leveling group, right? She should be able to defeat everything, and then your slimes are going to get extra bonus experience along the way. So if it's on auto, did we set it to auto? We're not sure. Oh, we did. Okay. So generally, you could do it auto if you want, or you could do it manually. Both of them are pretty good, but manual, you could actually control all of the battles. So throughout the way, you might encounter enemies, and you'll encounter cards, and then you'll run out of space. I guess we do get good resources here too. So the event, you'd want to complete the event to get all the rewards in the event. Here, you'd want to complete this just to get all the experience that they give you in the beginner's dungeon. So we can just keep leveling up. As long as we stay below level 50, right? You don't want to power above level 50, although we don't know what happens after level 50. Send invite, greet. So we could just hit the auto button, maybe it would be quicker. And then if the battles come up, we could fight if we need to. But essentially, we're just trying to build up our card collection. We're just trying to encounter Arc Witches and defeat the Arc Witch a whole bunch of times to get a bunch of exchange tickets and a bunch of experience slimes, something like that. So if we set it to auto, the characters will battle by themselves. It'll choose like one random person from your team to attack one random person on their team, just like the computer does, except it won't use any abilities. Then it'll loot all the cards for you. And then when the boss comes, you're gonna have to fight the boss. So that's perfectly fine. The beginner's dungeon is pretty good. So here you're gonna have to fight her. So you just have to defeat her eventually. Yeah, she's not really too powerful. There we go. Yeah, 2 levels, level 2 to level 4. So maybe we should look at the levels. We're always powering through all the images. So she's gonna say, good job, you completed it. So we didn't find an Arc Witch there. So we could just go here to the beginner's dungeon and we could run it again. It's pretty much seems to be a really good thing to do. Really good way to encounter that Arc Witch. And I guess it does actually seem to be a good way to get resources in the beginner dungeon. It's just only in the main campaign where the experience and all the resources don't even come to you. So we switch out to our fighting group to cover everybody. So maybe they leveled up. So we start the battle. And then maybe we could see if our barracks has been upgraded. Maybe it has been. Maybe put something else in the building queue, and then maybe we could even fit another character into our deck. Oh, forgot to use the ability. So then she's gonna do damage. So if we get 2 of her in our deck, thin out, pretty much help out everything quite a bit. So it looks like we can have 5 cards in our deck, except we don't have enough room to put 5 cards in our deck. But we'll be able to fix that pretty soon. Once the barracks are all done, we'll have to see if we can even upgrade another barracks at some point, or build another one. So it definitely seems to be one of the key buildings. So one level, everybody levels up. So we're gonna have so many of her, because what we could do is upgrade the cards, which is essentially just taking the cards and then destroying them to give one of your other cards a bunch of experience. So we level up our cards by collecting other cards. It's pretty cool. So we might as well fight the Arc Witch. Except that we should go to the kingdom, see if anything's done building. So we could pause and come back at any time. So that's still like 2 minutes for being done. Let's try to upgrade the other barracks. That's done in 1 minute. That's fine. So we could come back. Everything's done in like 2 minutes. Or we could just upgrade that there. If this only takes like 1 minute, right? Let's just check things here to see if we could build another barracks yet. No, we can't. So there's other buildings, right? Increases campaign vitality, but we have unlimited vitality. Increases maximum battle points. That's 250 gems. Maybe the magic school is good to get. Carpenter's workshop increases the number of jobs, so we could have some of those. So maybe that's what you spend the jewels on. Increases battle points from the accumulated magic of the spirit tree. Because in the guides it said to build these trees and to build the magic school as soon as you can, just so you have more battle points. Except we haven't really been running out of battle points on the playthrough, so maybe it doesn't really matter so much. Well, for the first 7 days, I mean. So if we need steel, how do we get steel? We could click on these to collect steel, and then see if we got enough. Oh, no, we didn't. So we didn't quite get enough steel. So we could just, we do want to upgrade this. So what we could do is just go to battle, then we could go back to the first chronicle, and then hope that we get some steel along the way. Yeah, maybe just stop it before the boss, because the boss is coming up. Just defeat you, and we'll also do that other dungeon as well. We probably will use all of our battle points for doing that other event, so it would make sense to do that. So level 4 to level 6, level 7, so they're getting even more experience. That's pretty good. Most splendid victory, so she keeps saying the same things over and over, so that's pretty good. So we didn't get the resources that we need. Oh, there is already an Arc Witch here. We didn't fight her. So on the left it'll show you if there is still an Arc Witch waiting for you to fight. So we go to our Arc Witch team, and then we could just start battle. They're basically full hit points. And then actually we could actually see if we could fit another card in our deck. Actually should be able to, right? It was just we just barely didn't have enough room. So with the barracks upgraded, then eventually we're gonna be able to take like these 2 cards. Like if it's the same card, you could evolve them by fusing them together. Although it's best to level them up to maximum level. Level them up to maximum level, and then you fuse them together. So we have the battle points. Now we fought the witch. Now let's just keep going through the beginner's dungeon. Yeah, more cards. So eventually we're gonna run out of card space, and then we're gonna see what happens when you run out of card space. some more experience. Some more steel. So steel is what we needed. Let's just wait till we get one more steel drop. Oh, there's the Arc Witch. So we might as well fight her if she came here. So let's see if we can fit another card in here. 138 out of 141. Can we fit another lacrosse player in here even? Oh, we can. 150 out of 151. So now we could just barely fit the other card in here. So now we actually do have a deck of 5 cards set up. So we could have like the super rare, 3 super rares, and then 2 common cards. In our leveling deck, we could have the 1 lacrosse player. So we need to level up a whole bunch of this card in order to evolve her into her other forms, right? So I'm going to start here, and then we level 2 cards, and then we evolve, and she'll turn to this one, which is stronger, and then evolve into this card, and then evolve into this one, and then finally evolve into this card. So we're going to need to collect and level up a whole bunch of that card. So we have enough room to put everything in here. So we have a new, stronger team. So let's just start the battle. Let's just use all of our battle points here. So if that's the case, if we can have a deck of 5 cards, we don't really need to go too much anymore. Essentially, we would want a full deck of like ice cards at some point, especially because of the witch's ability. Although this one's pretty good because it does 250% damage. She's pretty good because she does 200% damage, which is of course based on the card's level, essentially. Card's level and its hit points. So there we go. Like pretty soon, even just playing like this, all of our characters are going to be leveled up. Yeah, we can even do the auto battle, so they should be able to make short work with the auto battle. Yeah, just destroyed her in 1 hit. So they didn't get too much experience. So if we stop, and then if we switch to the leveling team, and then auto, and then we'll just have to fight the boss. So I don't think we really got the resources we needed. But after this, we could go back to the base. So there, that's done. Now we got another card. So 40 out of 75. Eventually, we won't even have room to pick up cards anymore. So considering we still have everything, let's just burn through the beginner's dungeon again until we encounter another Arc Witch. Oops. Auto. So we'll just auto with these because they will give experience. Then on the right hand side, we could click to stop the auto, and then we just attack with our most powerful character. So that'll just make the battles go by a little quicker, I think. And they even leveled up again. Oh yeah, and then all the walking seems to be automatic again. Perfect. So now we have 1 battle point. Switch to our team that defeats the Arc Witch. And then we're gonna have a whole bunch of treasure chests to open, right? Because the main thing about defeating her all these times is that you're collecting all of those treasure chests. Just hit her for the last hit. So we got a victory, friendship went up, so more experience, battle point 0 out of 5. So what we could do is just keep going until we encounter the Arc Witch then. And then once we do, we won't be able to fight her, although she will be waiting for us. So we say later, because we don't have the BP, so we'd stop. Let's go. Should we go to the kingdom or should we do the dungeon? Because if we click on this event, it's going to say fully recovers in 633. So we might as well do one of these because we don't want to let it expire. So we could use our leveling team. We just got the one ice character. We could recover all of them before the battle. Because this would be one of the main events you want to do alongside everything. It's just that these things, the points, they take the longest time to regenerate, right? Everything else, it regenerates pretty quickly. And then the other one, it regenerates 100% every time that you level up as well. So these ones, you just get all the rewards, and then when you finally get all the map pieces, you gotta go to the hidden dungeons, which there's like so many more rewards. So eventually, so the maximum level for these cards are going to be level 30. I think the rare card could be up to level 40, something like that. And like the super rare can go to level 50, and then ultra rare can go to like level 70. So maybe we'll just do this dungeon and then do some other things. We don't know how long the recording is. So if we hit the battle button, so I think we've done pretty much everything. We've used all of our battle points. Because something you want to do is use all your battle points preferably before you level up. Considering, well, the first thing you want to do is get a team of 5 cards in your deck. So we have accomplished that. That would be the main number one thing to do. Get 5 cards in your deck. Get 5 cards in your deck. So you just level up that one building, and then you just upgrade the barracks so you can put stronger cards. And then we got some new cards. So we got the map fragment, right? You get that. You need to collect 4 of them. And then once we get, so we got more. We got a couple gold girls. We got a couple cards. So we got 1 map piece. Once we collect them, all of the map pieces, then we'll be able to do the hidden dungeon. So let's just go to the Arc Witch quick and see. We got our battle point has been regenerated. So we'll just use the battle point while we have it. Because if we go back to the base, maybe it'll level us up or something. So you have to use your ability right from the start because you happen to have it at the beginning. Cool, so the abilities, they can trigger multiple times, right? It's not like the ability triggered, so it's not going to trigger again. It actually can on the same character. So that's pretty interesting. And Griffin's like always going to be level 30 at this point, right? So as long as we know she's always going to be level 30, she would give us a good base experience for characters before and up to that level. And pretty soon our characters are going to be like leveled up all the way. So we're back at the kingdom. So what do we even build at the kingdom? We could upgrade our barracks more, right? Level 3. Oh, we can. Okay, 10 minutes. That's alright. We still did not get the steel. So maybe we could go to build. We could build the marketplace. Well, let's see if there's anything else. Maybe in special effect Lance Hall, so we can't build that. The marketplace market, so we can't build it. Castle level 4, so we have to level up the castle in order to get that. So looking at a resource, we don't have too much steel. We have a whole bunch of the other things, so we're going to be upgrading the steel warehouses. That steel storehouse. And we can upgrade the other. No, we can't. So we can't really do anything without steel. Well, I guess the barracks is building and that's building. So we have 2 things building. So now we could go to battle. Then we could do the dungeons because the Arc Witch is pretty much done, right? Battle point 0 of 5. let's go to the right to the first chronicle, and then we'll just get caught up here, and then maybe soon we could actually start dueling other players as well. So I think they give other rewards, and then the dueling other players you could do it like every 5 minutes. So it's just another thing that you're gonna have to do eventually. Well, you don't have to, it's just gives you extra cards. So the arc, which is, so we did get some steel finally. Finally we got some steel. So we'll just advance until we defeat the boss or something. We could even use like this team or something, because eventually you just want to level up all of the cards eventually. So if we engage, we defeat you. So I wonder if the campaign's even really mandatory except for the level 4-4. So the area boss has come up. So you should be able to defeat the boss a lot easier with this deck. Considering this deck isn't mainly for experience, it should just be 2 hits. Perfect. We could even like put the witch in the other leveling deck or something, so everybody levels up. Well, not everybody. So we've completed here. Now go back to do something. So that's going to regenerate in 45 minutes. So we haven't even looked at the cards. So let's go to the top here. Let's go to duel. We can duel other players. And she says, I bid you welcome, my lord. This is the duel screen. Allow me to explain duels and sacred relics. Each relic has 6 different colors. If you collect all 6, you'll receive a rare reward card. Such reward cards may only be obtained in this manner, so try to collect all 6 colors. Each complete set of sacred relics can be collected up to 3 times, so cease not till you are done. Though sacred relics may not be obtained from the treasure chest in campaigns, color sets may not be completed in that manner. You must acquire them from other players, and to do that, you must engage in duels with players who have relics from the color set you desire. If you are victorious, the relic shall be yours. You must also strengthen your defense unit, for my lord's relics will be coveted by others. You may also defend your relics with traps. May the goddess of victory be ever with you, my lord. So we could do battles here, right? You're level 23, so you're around there. If we go to edit, if we use our fighting deck, if we recover everybody, recruit. So we could try a PvP battle. If we lose, I don't think it would matter too much, really. Maybe not. So we could try, you just have one unit, right? Just one crazy powerful unit. So we could try battling. Essentially, we just want to try to get one of the first 2 tablets. So these ones, we get them from the campaigns. It's just the first 2 tablets, I think you only get them from PvP. So let's try to find someone with attack that's around, well, I guess all of them. So are we going to be able to defeat her? Probably not. So we could try battling. So you could pick one of these players and try to battle them. It's going to be you versus them. And it's just a little quick battle to see if you can defeat their card or not. So since she just has 1 card, we probably... Oh, if she uses her ability, 200% to a single enemy, then we defeated the enemy. So we won our first PvP battle. So it could have been the other way, where it was her turn and then she just unleashes some big AoE attack to destroy all of our characters, which does happen quite a bit. So you can do PvP battles every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes you can come back here to do battles. It's another thing to do, something. And then we'll just do this event here. We'll pause the video. We know this clip is over 30 minutes, so we'll see what's happening. Alright, so we got a little bit of time, so we'll just do these a whole bunch. We'll just do a whole bunch of these things. So these things, you want to get them done, you want to try to complete 3 pieces of the map, and then you just want to wait for all of your stamina to regenerate, essentially. So if we just take our one girl through there and then the leveling slimes, everybody will get experience. Everybody will level up. So she's already level 19, although she's probably in the other party as well. So once she gets to level 30, I think it is, level 30, then you need to get another copy of her that's level 30. Then you can evolve her into a stronger form. the end of this video is just going to be doing all this dungeon running, because this dungeon running, your battle points only regenerate with time. So when these are all done, we can just focus on other things. So she's got level 20 already. So once she gets to the highest level, that'd be pretty good. Then we could just throw another character there. And then once her inventory gets full, we can figure out what to do with all the extra cards. So during this video, we haven't really been looking at the cards that we've gotten, because there's going to be way too many of them later. So we're just going to focus on these cards, because that's probably pretty important, I would think. View all of the treasures, and then go through to the boss and defeat him. So sometimes there's like treasure chest areas, and then they have like 5 treasure chests. It's just random, whatever the tiles are, whatever's going to spawn in the tile. So I get like three battles or something. So her ability triggered, she just destroys him in 1 hit. So she's actually doing alright for just a common card. She's only a common rarity card. So open all the treasures, and then we get 1, 2, 3, 4 new cards added to our collection. Then we get battle points. Then we get more cards. It's just we earned 1,500 points. Advanced has been unlocked, although advanced is going to be way too difficult. So we go through here and we battle, and we can just pretty much do this until all the points are used up. So I think we could do all this within 10 minutes. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about. We're already pretty much doing everything. We're just power leveling through the dungeon, right? Pretty much what you do. And then we just power through the beginners dungeon, just leveling everybody, getting all those leveling cards. So I think we just run this, and then we run it 1 or 2 more times. Or maybe we'll just run it once. We'll say we want to complete running the dungeon. Though we don't know if there's anything else left to do besides that. It's just, well, I guess if it's only 2 minutes, if these things only take like two minutes to complete, essentially, then, oh, yeah, because we're already done this one. We already got 2 new cards. We got a treasure map piece. So that's pretty good. These things, they go by quick. It only literally takes 2 minutes. So now we got 2 map pieces. So now we go through here again. If we get a 3rd map piece, so we could just recover everybody. And it's just the same much thing. We haven't seen any treasure chest spots open up anywhere. Yeah, 'cause we know that the poison one's better, right? Because it has the difficulty, it has the 2, the witch is easier one, so maybe eventually you'll know what they look like. I think there's like this one, and then there's like a monster picture, that one's a bit better. And then the treasure chest would be the best one to get. just the boss once again. So our guys are level 16 already, so that's pretty good. Yeah, 'cause if we start like leveling up other different cards, then we'd just be leveling up other cards that we wouldn't even have it useful later, right? So I mean, you could level up Stone Girl, you could level up some of the other random cards you get if you want to, but then eventually you're gonna run out of card space. That's why we're pretty much doing it this way. So we collect all the treasure. Then we got 2 new cards. So we don't know if they're rares or ultra rares or commons or anything like that. All we know is that we have two of the 4 map pieces. So we could just go in again. And we got the angels. This would be the worst one to go to. Right? The angel has the lowest difficulty, the lowest rewards, the lowest points. And then just the angel, you can see it's going to be low rewards, and then the witch will be a little bit better. So you still didn't get the treasure chest. Sometimes there's like multiple tiles that are treasure chest tiles, and then you just end up with like a whole bunch of treasure chests at the end, a whole bunch of cards that you get. So then considering this is the last time that we're running this dungeon, it's going to replenish in like 2 hours or something completely. So we could we don't have to worry about this section for 2 hours. And then we can focus on doing other parts of the game, other ways to progress. So essentially all these dungeons are going to be out of the way for a little bit. And then while that's on cooldown, while we're waiting for that to refresh, just go get all the other stuff. I think building as well, I think we just needed some resources. So just destroy you and then victory. You say everybody levels up again, do all the treasure, open all of the treasure. And then we got 2 new cards. Oh, and then the map piece. So perfect. If we have 3 of the 4 map pieces, that means we could save it. Well, we should come back in 212 minutes. So that's alright. All of our hunts will be done. We could go do this treasure chest, get the extra rewards from there. And if we go to battle, we could probably even see that our Arc Witch points have been replenished. Or we could even duel people, right? We go to battle. It has been 5 minutes, so we go duel somebody. And then we could look at the Arc Witch. So we just need this second tablet here. So if we just go edit and then make sure everybody's full health, we could try battling you, see if we get the other tablet, and then eventually we'll be able to unlock that card. And then later we could unlock different cards by doing this as well. So who do we attack first? You have so much health over there. So he's probably going to destroy us. Oh, it doesn't do too much damage, that's good. So it parries you against people around your level or something. Because I noticed when we were doing PvP later, it's just who gets the first hit in with the ability. That just destroys everything on the screen. So there we go, won our second PvP battle. And then PvP battles will just get you these tablets that when you collect all of the tablets, you'll obtain this card. And then when you obtain them a second time, you get a different card, and then a third time. So we're just going to want to collect these first ones. We get these other ones just from doing missions. So if we go to the Arc Witch, there was an Arc Witch there waiting. We have one battle point again. Okay, so that's actually good. If we recover everybody, then we go into battle, should be able to attack her for even more experience. So we think that this character is even like higher level than the witch or something, isn't she? The lacrosse player. So eventually we're gonna have like a super strong lacrosse player by the looks of it. So during this, I think we actually are going to use her to upgrade her to the max level as a common. So she will be the demonstration card. She probably won't be like 100% max. We're not going to use any of those cards or anything, but we all try to make her as strong as we can without using absolutely everything. So all the battle points. Might as well receive all of the rewards for the end of the video, I guess. Exchange, so we get the exchange tickets that we're going to use. A whole bunch of these, 56 out of 75. So still have lots of room for cards at the moment. Although pretty soon we won't have room for cards. Eventually we're going to actually just use these experience cards probably to just level up a whole bunch of characters. Maybe that'd be the beginning of the next episode. Beginning of the next episode would just be leveling up the characters because we're not going to have any more card space at some point. Some more exchange tickets. So I think we gotta click to speed the box opening. Yeah, exchange tickets, experience card, exchange ticket, and click exchange ticket, experience card, gold card. Oh, so if we do need resources, we can just use the gold card. So we received all the rewards, all of our battle points are done. There's nothing to do in that dungeon anymore, so we're all caught up. We're caught up on everything. There's no witches we can fight. There's no battle points here, and in the duel, we already fought somebody. So now we can just go back to the kingdom. And then we could just build something, I guess. We could upgrade the barracks, or upgrade the resource buildings, or upgrade a whole bunch of things. Level 15 to upgrade the barracks. So iron storehouse. If there's anything level 4 or something. So we do need to upgrade the gold storehouse. We do need to upgrade the castle. Oh, the castle. The castle will be done in 15 minutes. So we could build the castle. And then maybe it'll allow us to build more buildings or something. Oh, we could collect steel. Yeah, maybe we could level up the ironworks house to get some more steel over time. So I think we'll end the clip. I think the video is like pretty much an hour long. So we'll come back a little bit later. Everything's caught up.